Hi, in this video I'll help you get to know your car a little better. At the end of this video I've put together a straightforward infographic that summarizes all the key points. Like, subscribe and comment below. It really helps.
So, that little warning light pops up on your Chevy's dash and you're thinking, what now? Well, today we're going to crack the code on one in particular, C029900. We're going to break down exactly what your car is trying to tell you, and trust me, it's something you'll want to listen to. All right, so you hook up a scanner and it spits out this code, C029900. What on earth does that jumble of letters and numbers actually mean? Think of it like this. These codes are how your car talks to you. So let's translate this message because it's about one of your most important safety systems. And just so you know, this isn't some random, obscure sensor acting up. Nope. Code C0299 points right to the heart of your braking system. You know, the thing you count on every single time you get behind the wheel. To put it simply, this code means your car's main computer has spotted something funky with the brake booster's performance. The brake booster, that's the magic part that uses a vacuum from the engine to multiply the force from your foot. It's what makes stopping a 2-ton vehicle feel so effortless. And let's be really clear here, okay? This is way more than just an annoying light on your dashboard. Any warning that has to do with your brakes needs your immediate attention. This code is your car's way of raising a red flag, saying, hey, my ability to stop safely might be at risk here. So, you might be wondering, how does the car even figure this out? Well, this code doesn't just pop up for no reason. It only gets triggered when a very specific and pretty logical set of conditions all happen at the same time, and your car's computer is watching for this constantly. The computer is always running this little checklist in the background, and for this exact code to show up, it needs to see 3 specific things happening all at once. Let's break down this trio because this is where it gets interesting. First up, the system detects that the brake pedal has been pressed down without letting up for more than 6 minutes. Now think about that, 6 minutes. Unless you're on the steepest hill in the middle of a crazy traffic jam, that's a really, really long time to have your foot on the brake. Kind of suspicious, right? Second, while the computer thinks the brake is on, it also sees that the car is moving faster than 13 miles per hour. For the computer, this is a huge contradiction. It's like, brakes on, but we're moving? That doesn't add up. Something is definitely not right. And the third and final piece of the puzzle is that the car's electrical system is working just fine. It's got more than 10 volts of power. This basically tells the computer that this isn't some weird glitch caused by a dying battery. The sensors have plenty of juice, so their readings should be accurate. So you see the logic here? The computer is looking at the situation and going, wait a minute, the brake is on, the car is moving, and the power is good. When those 3 things line up, it comes to the only logical conclusion it can. There must be a performance problem with the brake booster itself. Okay, so what's actually broken? The cool thing is, understanding why the code gets triggered gives us a perfect roadmap for figuring out what's wrong. Each one of those conditions points us directly to a potential cause. We've got 4 main areas to look into, and each one lines up perfectly with the triggers we just talked about. So let's walk through this diagnostic path, and we'll start with the most common suspect. All right, 9 times out of 10, the culprit, and the easiest thing to check first, is the brake pedal switch. It's just a little sensor that tells the computer when your foot is on the brake. If that switch gets stuck or fails, it can fool the computer into thinking you're braking all the time, even when you're not. Next on the list is the vehicle speed sensor. If this sensor starts to go bad, it could be sending junk data to the computer, telling it the car is moving when it's parked or vice versa. And that bad info is exactly the kind of contradiction that sets off the C029900 code. Now, even though good voltage is one of the conditions for the code, it's very rarely the actual cause of the problem. Still, it never hurts to make sure your battery and alternator are doing their job because wonky voltage can cause all sorts of strange electronic gremlins. And finally, you've got to do a physical check of the brake booster system. Most of them run on engine vacuum, which gets delivered through a simple rubber hose. A quick look for any cracks, loose connections, or blockages in that vacuum line can often solve the mystery. Any leak there means less power for your brakes. Simple as that. So we've gone through the diagnostics, the possible causes, the fixes. What's the big picture here? What's the one thing you absolutely need to remember about code C029900? Here it is. Your car is giving you a super valuable heads up. This code is an early warning sign. It's telling you that something in a safety system, a really critical one, needs your attention. Ignoring it could mean your brakes aren't at 100% when you really, really need them to be. At the end of the day, understanding a code like this is about more than just fixing a part. It's about learning the language of your vehicle. So the next time a warning light comes on, don't just see it as a hassle. Take a second and ask yourself, what is my car trying to tell me?